Today we're going to be talking about 8 mistakes that dancers make that annoys the living crap out of me. Even I do some of these things sometimes. I'm not going to cap and sit here like I'm perfect. But I try to avoid doing these things. And if you're a dancer or a social dancer, party dancer, this applies to you anyway. So the first thing we're going to talk about is spatial awareness. When you have zero spatial awareness, first of all, you're putting everybody in danger. And second of all, you cannot dance, right? There's been so many times where I've been to parties where it's jam-packed, and you got people just going crazy, hitting everybody, wilding, you know what I'm saying, stepping on shoes. Like, the big toe be hurting, bro. If you see my shoes after I come from a party, it be looking crazy. It be looking black. I be having white forces on, and I come back with black forces. I swear to God, bro. I'm just like, yo, everybody, boom, bing, bang, boom, going crazy, tap dancing all over my shoes. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, I don't really care about shoes like that, but it's just like, it's the principle. Like, you clearly see that I'm right here, and you dancing without even looking around. You just throwing bows, rocking people, bing, bang, boom, hitting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your eyes. You know what I'm saying? If you bump somebody, be aware, be like, oh, my bad. Keep moving, keep dancing. You know what I'm saying? Don't spread your arms out and start wilding. Like, you know, just relax. You know what I'm saying? The second thing I want to talk about is when people hog the dance floor, right? Say if we have a dance cypher going on, like if you had a rave or like a shuffling party, right? They like to, get crazy and shuffle, show their footwork off and things of that nature. Dance party, especially if you go to Afrobeat party, they love to dance there, right? You cannot be the only person that wants to be on the floor. You can't stay there for like 2 minutes dancing. You gotta rotate. Like when I'm in the middle of the circle, I make sure my time is very limited. I'm like, hey, I'm vibing with people. I'm looking around. I'm looking at them, vibing. Boom. Hey, I get people involved with the step that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't be selfish on the floor. Don't stay there for 2 minutes because you can see that somebody's itching to go and you just going. Going. You're not giving nobody a chance to go, and then it's gonna ruin the cipher. Like it's just gonna turn into one of these moments where they just looking at you. They're like, yo, bro, you not done yet, bro? I'm trying to dance. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody keeps seeing you on the floor over and over, it gets boring. Like they already know what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to limit myself. Like every couple, probably 10, 15 minutes, I'll go in. Like there'll be people like, yo, go again. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm gonna let everybody else dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selfish, and I don't want to hog the dance floor. It's a dance floor. It's not my floor, okay? Yeah, I didn't come here to see me. We came here to celebrate together. You know what I'm saying? So please, do not hog the floor, please. It kills me. I witnessed that. I can't even talk because I'm just flustered by how y'all be hogging the floor, especially at these Amapiano parties, bruh. Y'all be wilding. Y'all gotta chill out. Share the floor, gang. Sheesh. Let's get into point number 3, and this one kills me all the time, right? All the time. Stop looking at the floor. What is there? There's nothing there. Nothing is there. The only thing I see right here is smart water, and this video is not sponsored, so get this out of here. It's good water though. But stop looking at the floor, y'all. Stop it. It is nothing there. I get it. You're nervous. Okay? The tip to nervousness and just being like, you know what I'm saying, a little afraid of looking at people in the face is look past them, right? So I'm looking at the camera right now, but I'm going to look past you. Like, it looks like I'm looking at you, but you can't really tell, but I'm looking past you. But now I'm looking dead at you right now. Now I'm looking past you again. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like right here. Like if you get nervous, this is what I used to do at performances when I was in high school. I used to look at people's like right here. I don't know what this is called, but I used to right there. You know what I'm saying? I go right here, or I would look at the exit sign at the top, right? So it would look like I'm looking at somebody, but I'm really not looking into their eyes. It just looked like I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking at the camera right now. I'm looking at the top of the camera. Now I'm looking at the camera. You see what I'm saying? Do not do this, right? This don't look as good as this. Hey, see, same step, but it don't look good because you're looking at the floor. You're not building a connection. Dance is a connection. You are exchanging energy with people around you. right? To the viewer, right? You gotta these are the windows to the soul, right? And it can be used as a tool in dance as well, right? If you dance with your eyes closed, it's probably intentional. And then you open your eyes, hello, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, calm. You gotta use it. Use it as a tool and bring people into your dance. Don't be shy. I understand it's hard to do, please. I understand. I have moments. If you're gonna look at the floor, this is the only time where I say it's valid to look at the floor. You got two options. If you are intentionally like, oh, boom, and you put something on the floor, you pick it back up. Like, if you're trying to direct somebody's attention, you can use your eyes to tell them where to go. Or, if you're nervous, you can start off on the floor and kind of like work your way up. Hey. And then you start seeing smiles, and you're like, hey, okay, I kind of vibing here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can fill out the room, you can start down and work your way up, right? Don't stay there, though. Don't stay there, because they're just going to be looking at this. And if your hair not done, good luck, my buddy. Next point we got, this is the one that I really despise, right? And it happens because like, it's just something that happens, right? When I used to teach dance, I had a lot of students that would give up in the middle of a routine. And that is like rule number one. Never stop dancing. Even if you don't know what the next step is. Like, for example, if you're at a dance class, right? And you don't know the step, and you're being recorded because, you know, the dance teacher want to get promo for the class and show how big of a turnout it was. You don't stop, freestyle it out, and then until you get the step back, you know what I'm saying, freestyle it out. Don't just stop, don't start dancing, and then halfway be like, oh man, I forgot the step. Like, don't do that. Please do not do that. It kills me every time. Do not do that, bro. Especially, I've had moments where I had students do this in the middle of a performance. They'll get shook. You know what I'm saying? And to play devil's advocate, sometimes it'll be their first time performing, so I get it. Like, it's very nerve-wracking. Like, when you forget, you're like, damn, I don't, like, you go in with so much energy, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do the thing, and then you forget the step. You know what I'm saying? You forget the step, but it's okay. The problem is when you forget the step and you make it very visible that you forget the step. You're like, okay. Nah, instead you could go, oh, catch it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be like, oh, snap, you caught that. I'm gonna know you messed up because I taught you to dance, but the audience is not gonna see that you messed up. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, please, don't ever, even if you're at a party, don't stop dancing and make it look awkward. Like, don't be like if you being playful with it, you know what I'm saying, it's different, but don't. It's gonna make everybody start cringing. It's gonna feel weird. If you gotta stop dancing, play it off. Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That looks way better than just like that. Look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Right. The next thing I want to talk about is to my fellow stunt doubles out here. You know what I'm saying? People that like to do flips and things. The thing about tricks is they are fly. They are tricks. That's what they are, right? Do not make that your whole dance, right? I'm not a fan of like people who hear music and all they do is straight tricks. Like, I'm not telling you how to dance. If that's like your way of dancing, you hear music and you just backflip, front flip, flip, boom, bam, bing, boom, boom. Like, if you're doing it on beat, that's different. But there's a lot of people who do tricks and it be off beat. And like a trick, if it's gonna be used like that, like do it every, like in between movement. Don't just come to the middle of the floor, do a flip, walk out. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get you a quick ah. But if you come on the floor, flip here, boom, bow, boom. Like the music is going you're just flipping, going crazy. I'm like, okay, flip. Oh, another flip. Oh, okay, we get hyped, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, where's the dance? Where's the dance? Where's the dance? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the dance? Okay? You gotta dance too, right? It's different if you, boom. Oh my God! You do something else, boom, 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 spin, do a flip. Woo! He's wildin'. It's so much better because you have that element of surprise. It comes out of nowhere. And that's the best place to get somebody, when it's just out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So the next thing I want to talk about is when you are trying to be seen and you don't even possess the ability to be in the first line, right? So say, for example, right, if there's a line dance happening, like the wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, right? And you shove yourself all the way to the front because you see somebody got their flashlight and they got their Instagram clip. You know this going to go on Instagram. You trying to shove your way to the front and you don't even know the dance. Just try to get lit in the front. We over here like, yo, what's Buddy doing over here, bro? You don't know the dance. Stay in the back and learn it. Learn the dance. Don't come to the front and make everybody look crazy. Now you're making everybody look crazy because you look disorganized in the front. At least in the back, you could kind of hide in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the mentality like, oh, I want to be in the front so I can be seen. We could see you in the back, right? It's different if you dancing over here. Like, we can hear you, but we can't see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come to the front if you don't know the dance. Please, you are in the back for a reason. This is for all my students, for everybody who take class. I know some of y'all, the teachers can relate to this heavily, right? If you teach, you know this is a big problem. You got your students that want to be in the front of the class so bad. They start crying. They be like, I want to be in the front. Listen, you are not equipped to be in the front. No shade. I love you just as much. But you can kill the dance in the far left or in the middle. Or on the left. You don't have to be in the front to be seen. You can work up. The front is for the people that don't need guidance and don't need a helping hand with learning or knowing the choreography. They literally up there's nothing in front but the teacher. And then when that teacher gets removed, it is literally them and the audience in the face. Ow, damn. But yeah, it's a very demanding position to be in the front. That's front line. You getting hit with everything, right? And you got to work your way up to that. You're not going to be born in the front. You got to work your way to the front. There's been many times where I haven't been in the front, and I was okay with that. The front and the middle are usually the most intimidating spots, okay? Okay, right? So please, if you're at a club and we're doing a line dance, right? To the left, and you don't know what's going on, stay in the back or watch, okay? There's many times where I don't know the line dance, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm cool with being in the back. I'm chilling, right? But when I get comfortable, and I'm like, they do it like a good 2-3 times, I'm like, all right, let me kind of shimmy myself to the front a little bit, and I hit that joint, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I stay in the back. Like, I'm cool with that. They still won't see me. I'm not tripping as long as I'm having a good time. You don't need to be in the front to be seen, guys. Relax the body, okay? Calm it down, okay? Now, grooving on. The next thing I want to talk about is when people stay in one spot for a long time, right? So, I understand where this comes from because I used to have this problem too, right? If you are used to dancing at home and you only used to, like, say if, like, you can only dance in this, like, region. When you get on a bigger stage, it's going to be hard for you to adapt to having more space because you're used to dancing in this box, right? So a quick tip for that is to extend your movement outwards. Use your legs. Come out your box a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to stay in this box. Just make your movements bigger. So if you're doing this, right, and you're just used to being in this little box, you could open up. You know what I'm saying? Open up. Do whatever you got to do to open it up. Don't stay in one spot all day unless it's intentional, right? Intent is the most important thing. If it's intentional, you can do it strategically and use it. But if you got a big old stage, especially if you're doing a solo, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you gotta use that space. No cap, because it's gonna look real empty if you don't use that space. No cap. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, I think I covered everything, is something that I do, right? It's I wouldn't call it like something that annoys me, but it's definitely like a thing that can be improved on, is repeating the same moves all the time, right? Like, we all have our default move that we go to. I'm sure everyone knows mine, the little hat trick. Like, I know that's guaranteed to get an applause and like a whoa, oh my god, right? I also have the wave. Like, when I do this, that usually means I'm trying to search for something right now. I don't know what to do, and then I'll come back over here, reset, You know what I'm saying? Like we can use that as a tool to bring us back to our foundation, our base, or a reminder, something like it's a trigger. So repeating the same moves is definitely curable, right? But it's hard to cure, right? One way you can fix that is by, if you're doing like a session or a training session, is okay, let me freestyle without using waves. Let me freestyle without, like, putting a little boundary or limit on yourself will definitely expand your creativity. Like if you say, oh, I'm just going, this round I'm going to dance without using my arms. Like you'll be surprised at what you can come up with, you know what I'm saying? Just because you limited yourself. And you got to do same song, you know what I'm saying? But it's just your legs and your head and your chest. It's so, you like, oh, I just got to use my right hand. Okay, hold on. Beat, boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Like there's so much you can do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Just play with the idea of limiting factors and you'll be surprised. But yeah, that is all. Let me know what mistakes people make, that dancers make, that annoy you personally. Put it in the comments. I want to see the conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys so much. We're out of here. No, God. Wait, hold on. I lied. If you need to learn how to dance, you already know what to do. Watch this video on that. No, God.